From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Kent's Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Hello everyone, meteorologist Mike Kruger here. It is your evening update for your Tuesday, October 8th. Let's get you right through Kruger's Quickcast, and we're going to be looking at those temperatures dropping here for tonight, and it's going to be actually a coolish night, if you will. Mid to upper 50s, maybe around 60 for some of those warmer spots. 30s and 40s for the higher elevations, and how about those low 50s and looks like some fog overnight for many of us along the coast here. Let's get you out the door tomorrow morning. And I do expect to see mainly clear skies here for the valley. Upper 50s at 8 o'clock in the morning, 40s for most of the higher elevations at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. There's that fog for the coast with temperatures in the low 50s. And that fog may persist through a good portion of the day tomorrow, by the way. Let's take a look at your forecast for tomorrow. Yeah, we're finally steering clear of those triple digits. Nowhere near it. We're finally able to say we're done with it, at least for now. Most likely even the rest of the year. Upper 80s to about 90 in the valley, 70s for most of the higher elevations, although Trinity County, inland areas more like the low 80s, and then we got those low 60s for the coast. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook. Temperatures continue to drop. We'll take it. 80s for everyone by Thursday, low 80s Friday, upper 70s. And maybe even a chance for showers Saturday. Stick around for the deeper dive forecast because we'll talk about how slim of a chance we are looking at with that rain on Saturday. And then, of course, temperatures increasing slightly, but still right around or just above normal for the second half of the weekend and early next week. For the coast, low to mid 60s for the next 7 days, although by next Tuesday, upper 50s. There's that chance for showers Saturday. Temperatures dropping for the inland areas over the next several days, and that's also the case for Trinity County. For Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and the eastern mountains, also the downward trend. Maybe that chance for showers Saturday. More on that a little bit later. In fact, let's get you right into your deeper dive forecast. We start with your weather headlines. Now, we just might be done with the triple digits for the rest of the year. Dare I say it, but I think that could be the case here. We got a gradual cooling trend the rest of the week, slight chance for showers on Saturday, and then slightly warmer and dry as we get into the end of the weekend and early next week. Here's a quick look at your weather, fire weather risk. The winds are not going to be doing anything unusual for the next several days. We're just going to be looking at the mainly calm conditions in the morning hours and the winds kind of picking up in the afternoon, but again, nothing unusual. What we're also noticing with the humidity levels is they're starting to increase slightly. I mean, it's still dry, but at least we're into the mid-teens for the valley and in the low 20s for the eastern mountains. This is good. And one of the reasons is because the temperatures are dropping. So as a result, what does that mean for our fire weather risk? We're in the low to moderate range here for Wednesday and even for your Thursday and most likely for Friday as well. All right, let's take a look at Futurecast. There's that fog bank along the coast tomorrow morning. Looks like mostly cloudy skies. The fog should start to clear up, but we're still seeing a lot of those mid and even high-level clouds kind of filtering in, even for the rest of Northern California. So it looks like a few more clouds for the rest of us on Wednesday. Thursday morning, that fog looks like it's going to be gone, even for Thursday afternoon for the coast, and more sunshine for the rest of us. Now here's the longer range. You can see those clouds coming in, a little break on Thursday. Notice the storm system approaching from the west. It looks fairly impressive, but by the time it approaches, it's going to weaken significantly. And I think the main impact will be some added cloud cover, cooler temperatures, but rain, not looking all that promising as far as much in the way of rain. And then maybe another approaching weak line of showers coming in from the west by early next week. But again, that will most likely break apart before reaching Northern California. But just for fun, just wanted to show you the GFS, or the American Forecast Model, forecast rain totals on Saturday. And you can see, and this is something I've been talking about the last few days, the best chance for measurable rainfall will be on the coast and then some of the higher elevations, especially west of the valley. Now it is picking up with the potential for maybe 100th out towards the north end of the valley. But honestly, when you look at this, this is going to be your standard situation where the main front passes through, the coast picks up some of the rain, some of the higher elevations in the coastal range, Trinity Alps, for example. But once it makes its way to the valley, it pretty much fizzles out and we don't see anything. Sometimes it can reestablish itself and some of the eastern mountains can see a chance for some of those showers as well. But bottom line, this is not going to be all that impressive, folks. Don't take those numbers to be exact either, because it's just kind of giving you an idea of how weak the system is. Drier than normal conditions for the most part over Northern California. Temperature-wise, we're just going to watch the temperatures drop. We're watching a piece of energy break off from the main trough of low pressure over the Gulf of Alaska by Thursday and Friday. That's the pocket of cooler air that'll be moving overhead by Saturday. You see how it weakens as it moves through on Saturday. High pressure starts to slowly settle back in from the west by the time we get into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. But it's going to be moving in, but still some cooler air keeping things at bay as far as temperatures are concerned. Now, it's still warmer than normal, but don't be concerned about that, because take a look at the 10-day trend for Redding. All right, you see temperatures are dropping. The peak of the cooling trend Saturday, struggling to get out of the 70s, maybe around 80. Now, temperatures do increase after that, and you're talking temperatures mainly in the mid 80s. At 95, that might be pushing it for Friday of next week. But you get the idea. It's going to be warmer. It will be above normal, but most likely staying, for the most part, below 90 degrees. We'll have to see what happens as we get towards the end of next week. A lot can happen between now and then. Taking a look at your wave heights, nothing to be concerned about, but they are increasing a little bit here for your Wednesday afternoon. And then Thursday, looks like those wave heights will start to drop a little bit. Here's your marine forecast for Wednesday. North winds at 5 to 10 knots. Your waves to the northwest at 4 feet at 5 seconds, and from the northwest at 6 feet at about 13 seconds. All right, so we take a look at your forecast for tonight. Again, it's going to be a nice, cool night early tomorrow morning, mid to upper 50s, even some 60-degree readings for some of the warmer spots for the valley. Otherwise, 30s and 40s in the mountains, low 50s and fog for the coast tonight and tomorrow morning. Here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Temperatures are dropping, and there's that chance for showers on Saturday, but don't count on much. 62 degrees for Rio Dell, 64 in Blue Lake, the coast. Temperatures low to mid 60s. Even cooler by next Tuesday with a high of about 58 degrees. There you can see Gas Key about 77 degrees, 86 for Orleans, 80 in Hoopa, and Willow Creek about 82 degrees. Your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast, temperatures mainly in the 70s, low 70s out towards the north and east for places like Tule Lake, and of course that's also the case for McDowell as well. Here's your Modoc County neighborhood forecast. Temperatures upper 70s, around 80 out towards Fort Bidwell. El Terce about 79 and 77 degrees for Aden. Taking to the eastern mountains with 80 for Bernice, 72 for Viola. There's Paradise with a high of about 83, and looks like Doyle about 84 degrees. Your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamith Painting. Upper 80s to the south end of the valley, not even quite making 90 degrees. Yeah, this is a nice change here, and temperatures will continue to drop. Upper 70s by Saturday. We take you up to the north, right around the upper 80s to about 90 degrees. We've got 90 for Redding, 91 for Anderson and Palisadro, 89 for Red Bluff, and 85 for Lakehead, Whiskeytown, about 86 degrees. There's your 7-day outlook for Redding, and we are going to be looking at temperatures continuing to drop. In fact, struggling to get out of the 70s by Saturday, back in the mid-80s by Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That is your evening update. Things will be back to normal. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. from my studio in Redding. Until then, have yourselves a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Barr & Mudford is a top, established firm here in the North State. Founded over a half-century ago, Barr & Mudford is protecting the rights of our neighbors and community. We take our commitment to our clients very seriously and provide a level of excellence unrivaled in the North State. Barr & Mudford, standing up for the rights of our neighbors and our beautiful community, serving Northern California with excellence.